Hey, welcome, folks. Welcome. That's Jennifer in the bottom left, Deb in the bottom right. That's Beth stitching in her hands in the top right. There you go. And that's me on the left. Thanks for joining us, folks. Good to have you with us. I keep wanting to say sorry about Wednesday night, but there's nothing for me to apologize for. Out of our control. But anyway, the show that we had planned Wednesday night with Cindy Baldwin, that'll be December 2nd, the first Wednesday in December. So it's all set up and everything, so we'll just move it to that date. So join us for that. Note, today's podcast, let's see, all sound is working, yay. Today's podcast with Patricia Sohn, be sure and catch that. And then, and because we're doing the double thing again, where we're having Patricia on Wednesday night. So she'll be our guest Wednesday night on the live show at 8. At 8 o'clock Eastern time. So Patricia will join us then. So listen to the podcast if you get a chance before then, and then she will be on live with several pieces finished, and we'll just talk about working on painted canvas and choosing. Why am I getting static?
I know. I did hear that.
I don't know. So she'll be with us Wednesday night to talk about choosing stitches and working on painted canvases and showing what she's done and how she did it. So join us Wednesday night and catch that podcast today. And then Jennifer and I will have the Wednesday regular podcast. Then next Sunday, a week from today, next Sunday will be our last meditative stitching one. So the last one is next Sunday. And then also note the Wednesday, the 25th, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, no show. And the main reason for that is Margaret and I are going to church. So, but no show on that Wednesday, the 25th. So don't look for that. And I'll note that in the show notes on the Wednesday podcast. But no Wednesday night show on the 25th. So don't come looking for that. That's it. So let's switch over to Deb to do our stretching. I sure wish that noise would go away.
I'm not hearing it here.
I'm not hearing it here.
Right.
Did you guys comment?
I hear it.
You hear it? Okay.
I hear it. Yeah.
Okay, well.
But I touched my stuff and it didn't. I'm messing with my headphone connections to see if it's doing anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jennifer's in rare form today.
Yeah. Jennifer came to play. Yeah, we've now learned Jennifer is twice as fun as anyone else, and we'll just leave everything lie there because it's going down a hole. Yep. So why don't we just stretch?
Okay. Well, everyone, you can put your stitching down for a few minutes as we get ready to do some stretching, loosen up the muscles. Maybe you've already been stitching for a while this morning. But let's bring our hands in front of us and let's spread the fingers and then make a fist. Let's spread the fingers, just nice and gentle, and make a fist. Let's do that one more time. This time, let's put the thumb inside the fist. That's a little different. Let's spread the fingers again. Now we're going to do our finger touches. Let's take thumb to pointer finger, thumb to middle finger, thumb to ring finger, and thumb and pinky. And while we're doing this, we're going to go back the opposite direction. And while we're doing this, we can concentrate on our breath as well at this point. Just kind of be aware of what's going on with your breath. You don't want to be holding your breath or be shallow. Let's go back one more time toward the pinky. Okay, let's make a fist and let's put the thumb inside your fist. And just kind of feel how that feels. And now we're going to just do some gentle circles with the still in this fist. And let's go the opposite direction. Just nice and gentle, nice and gentle. Our wrists and our fingers take the brunt of our stitching, that tension. Okay. While our hands, we can still do our fists. Let's raise our thumbs. Let's do those circles with our thumbs. This is our coordination test for the morning, or for the afternoon rather. And we'll go the opposite direction. Really stretch out these tendons and ligaments in our hands. Okay. Take our arms out in front of us and just let your wrists dangle. Just, you can set them on something if you want to support it on a table or your desk, whatever, or just let them relax. Just let those wrists dangle. Now we'll take the right hand and we're going to gently stretch that left wrist back. Be real gentle here. Again, breathing. Let's drop that hand and give a little gentle pressure to the back of the left hand. Just real gentle pressure. You probably feel that clear up the arm into the shoulder even. Okay, we're going to move to the right hand. So let's take that right palm up. Nice gentle pressure here. Let's drop it down. A little pressure on the back of the hand. And as usual, if you have anything that dictates you should not do something, please just sit there and breathe. Okay, let's shake them out. Just shake your hands out. Just let them. Okay, we'll put our hands out in front of us once again, thumbs up. Let's take the thumbs to the outside, in opposite direction. Probably feel that twist clear up through your armpit. And let's go the opposite direction. Thumbs pointing down as far as you can. You don't want to overstretch, but just a nice stretch. Let's go up again and out. And then let's go to the center again. Okay, let's release that. Let's do a big shoulder shrug. Take those shoulders forward, up, and let it relax back. And just relax down, opening the chest. We want the chest nice and open. So from here, we're going to put both hands on our chest, the upper chest, right hand on top, and we're going to tip the chin up. And just go as far as is comfortable, or not at all, if that's the case. Take a nice deep breath. We'll take the right hand and place it behind your head and use that to bring your head upright. And now we can dip the chin forward into your chest and feel that nice stretch on the back of your neck. And we'll do that one more time. Let's place our hands at the base of your neck, right hand on top, and lift the chin as far as is comfortable for you. right hand to the back. Lift your head upright. And then we can do that chin dip one more time. You can take that chin forward and bring it back to normal. And we'll do another shoulder roll. Nice big shoulder rolls. You go forward, and then we're going to do one the opposite direction. Bring your shoulders forward, down. Because sometimes we don't do that motion. So you can do it both directions. Now we're going to take we're looking forward, sitting up nice and straight, shoulders back and down. And we're going to take our chin towards that collarbone. Just nice and level. Look over the right shoulder. We're going to inhale back to center and over to the left, chin towards collarbone. We can inhale again. Let's bring it back through the middle and go to the right. And this time you can kind of dip that chin a little bit towards that shoulder blade. Get a stretch in the back of the neck. Inhale up through the middle. And let's dip that chin down towards that shoulder blade, or that collarbone, sorry. Next, inhale, let's come up and come back to middle. Okay, now we'll take the right ear towards that right shoulder. May not be a big movement, just nice and gentle. We always want to be very careful with the neck and the spine. Let's inhale back to center and exhale to the left. Left ear toward left shoulder. Next, inhale, let's come back to center. Let's do another shoulder shrug because we've done a lot with the neck. So just come up, back, relax the chest open. We're going to interlace our hands out in front of us. So take your hands in front. Feel a nice stretch through those shoulders, the upper back. Now we'll take those interlaced hands and take them up and back and place them behind your head. And we're still sitting nice and tall. And now you can take a little gentle pressure on the back of the head and resist. You're opening up the shoulders, elbows are going out. Okay, let's release. Let's do one more shoulder roll. So shoulders up, back, and down. And sometimes when you're all tensed up over a stitch or thread's not working right or something, even just doing a shoulder roll, just something to release that tension is a good thing. Thanks much.
Hey, thanks.
You're welcome.
That's great. Thank you. I tell you, every time we do these, I think I should spend an hour a day just stretching everything.
Yeah, it's called yoga.
Yeah.
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 I can teach that too.
It just,
I know.
every time you do it, I don't realize how tight and I am. It's terrible.
Right. Yep.
You do the yoga, Beth?
No, I wish I did. My brother harasses me all the time. He says, "So you go for your jog and you don't do your
You don't
stretches afterwards?" I was like, "I do about 5
Oh.
minutes afterwards. I don't do it good. I'm not."
I
I'm pretty
stretch
bad at it.
before I exercise, and I stretch during exercising. I stretch after exercising.
Well, that's because you're twice as fun. You know.
That's
I
right.
am.
That's right. That's right. That's because it's the fun fact.
All right, folks. So we're going to do meditative stitching now. Let's go 20 minutes. So we'll go till 2:35 Eastern, 1:35 Central, however it works for you, wherever you are. So we'll go 20 minutes with pictures and music, and meditative stitching. Then we'll come back for some breathing, and then we'll have chatty stitching. That's what I'm calling it now, chatty stitching. Well, I will call attention, this first shot, the first photo that comes up, of all the thousands of flower shots I've taken, the only one I consider to absolutely be perfect of a lotus. I caught everything just right. It's the only one I'm really proud of, and I'm only one I'm willing to brag about. So the rest of them, I can find a flaw in every one, but this one,
All right.
spot on. So enjoy that. Enjoy your stitching, and bye. Okay, here we go. All right, folks, we're back. That was not the plan. It was not the plan to say this is the only perfect shot I've ever taken and then make you look at it for 20 minutes. That was not the plan at all. It was for it to pass quickly by. But for some reason, the slideshow wasn't working. So you got to look at that the entire time. So we cut it short and we're going to do the breathing because I was tired of looking at it after a while too. So,
You were just waiting for all the comments of everybody oohing and awing to come in. That's what.
no, I wanted it to go away. I wanted to move on to something else. Jeez. Technology. Well, and it will not surprise me between Apple operating systems and then the software I use to do this has gone through several updates here in the last couple of weeks. I'm sure things are just completely out of whack. So, you know what do we got? LW Cross Stitcher says her husband's hurt his hand. Well, sorry to hear that. Hope it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Josie. I swear.
Yeah.
It's a technology week. It's just what it is. So we're going to do a breathing with Deb
kidding.
now, just because we know that'll work. So because
And Gary needs to relax with some
the
relaxation.
breathing part and everything we know will work. So all right, there's Deb on the on the screen there. So have at it, Deb.
Okay. So let's again put our needles down, park them in the fabric or wherever, and let's do that shoulder roll that we ended with. Let's take the shoulders up, back, and down. Just let the chest relax open. And let's do that one more time. Take it, your shoulders forward, up to your ears, back, and just let them relax down with the nice open chest to facilitate our breathing. Okay, we'll start with the belly breath. So we're gonna, you can close your eyes if you want to or whatever, but we're gonna put our one hand on our belly and one hand up on our chest. And this will help us identify how we're breathing. So just naturally, don't think about it. Just for start, let's just take a regular breath. We'll take 3 of them, just regular ones. Don't really try to alter it, just breathe the normal so we can see the difference. Now this time we're going to take a full belly breath. Really expand the belly. Feel your hand move. Feel the front body and the top of the chest. You can feel both hands move. Pause and then exhale. Exhale the chest, the front, and the belly. And really draw the diaphragm back. Really exhale. Get rid of that stale air. Let's do that a few more times. Belly, front, chest. Pause and release. A couple more times on your own, at your own speed. And last time. Now we'll kind of come back to our normal breath. And with the belly breath, when you practice it on your own, you can even make the exhale a little longer, like 1 count longer than the inhale, to ensure that you really release the stale air. Now just relax, shoulders back, and let's just do a couple more breaths with or without the hands. Because it's just so important that we take a complete breath.
When we're stressed, we start breathing real shallow. Okay, now let's come to our alternate nostril breath. We've gotten a lot of good comments on this. It's very clearing. Clears your sinuses. You may want to have a tissue handy. You may need it afterwards. Right, Gary?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna inhale and exhale through the nose. So we'll take a nice full breaths when we do this. We're going to take the right thumb, will be close to the right nostril, and your pinky finger and ring finger can go on the next to the left nostril. So what we're going to do, we'll first take just a full inhale and exhale without any pressure. Now, when we inhale again, we're going to close off the right. Inhale everything through the left, and exhale through the left. Inhale again through the left. Pause, switch your fingers, pressure on the left, release the right, and exhale through the right. We're going to inhale fully through the right. Pause, switch your fingers, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Pause, exhale through the right. Inhale right. Pause, exhale left. Do a couple of rounds of this at your own pace. Last time. Inhale left. Pause. Exhale right. Let's remove the hands. You may need your tissue. We can take a nice inhale through both sides. Nice full inhale. We're going to pause for a count. And exhale through the nose again. We're going to inhale one more time, nice and full. And we're going to exhale through the mouth. Just sigh. Do that one more time. We're going to inhale through the nose. And then as we exhale, a nice big sigh. It can be nice and audible. And I just say, come back to this anytime you're feeling stressed. You can, it just helps a lot. It gets the oxygen in the blood to the brain, calms your nervous system, and you can carry on. Thank you, Gary.
Okay, thanks. Yay. All right. Now we're all back on screen because why not? So we'll start, now we can just talk and stitch because to play the slideshow would be stupid because it doesn't work. I do want, before we, everybody's switching to their stitching, but before I do, I want to tell you about a book I just bought. It's Recamare Il Mar, I don't know, A Sea to Stitch. A Sea to Stitch that Sharon Bruce put me onto it. It's Elisabetta Sforza, Italian designer. And I bought it. Sharon Bruce told me about it, and I bought it right away. And if you're interested in marine-oriented designs, and this is all, it's all letters. So she has letters here. So she has letters, all the letters in big flourishing letters, and different designs, like right here. Beautiful stuff, all surface embroidery of one kind or another. It's a really nice book. If you want to learn about it, Mary Corbett did a review. Of course, Mary Corbett did. Mary Corbett did a review of this book, and then Mary Corbett sells it through her store. And I got this through Mary's store. So help Mary out if you're interested. But if this kind of embroidery, marine-oriented embroidery, shells and starfish and different blues for waves and that kind of thing, if that appeals to you, it's really a very nice book, and it's done in Italian and English. So both languages are there. So for those who don't read Italian, the English is there. But really beautifully done. And then 2 sizes. Each of the letters is offered in 2 sizes. Of course, you can copy them and Xerox them. The only thing I'm thinking of with this book is it's perfect bound paperback. I think I'm going to take it and have the Office Max or whatever people chop that spine off and put a spiral on it, because I need these things to lay out flat. But really beautiful. So I'll just tell you about that one, and hit Mary Corbett up for it if you're interested, so that she gets some support, because we always support Mary Corbett. Because yeah. So all right, back to everybody stitching, and I'll add mine in and take me out of here.
All right, and someone asked about my sister. She is doing much better. She's actually gone back to work, so she's doing very well. So thanks for asking, and thanks for all the prayers. And her daughter's doing better too, because her daughter was sick with it.
Yeah.
Mm,
Well,
good.
glad to hear that. Okay, Debbie, you're gonna switch your camera to your gold work.
I can try.
Okay.
Let me.
But one thing during the meditative stitching that we did fix is the static, so we're pretty proud of that. So one of 2 technical problems went away, so we're pretty proud of that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting as we progress and get into next year. How much, when things go wrong, we just refer to it as that's just 2020.
I
Yeah.
know.
I think it's going to become a universal
Goodness.
thing. Yeah, just no surprise there.
I'm gonna show up.
So yeah, Deb is going to do meditative stitching on Japanese embroidery, which doesn't seem to go together, but
No.
we're going to ride with it because that's pretty cool.
There we go.
There we
I
go.
guess, can you see?
Yep,
See.
beautiful, right there. Leave it right there.
Yep.
So,
I'm
Geez,
working on the gold duck, the female duck.
it's going to be beautiful. Hope LW cross stitcher. I hope your husband's okay.
Yes. See, tripping while running, that's what I do.
Well, that's your
That's
specialty.
why I don't run.
That's my specialty.
I trip when I walk, so I don't run.
Let's yeah.
Yes, the Susan, this is fabric from the Avlia kit, and I know some people it's very rough. It's very textured, I should say. Can you see that? Let's see if I can get closer without blurring it. So it's got a texture to it, but actually I kind of like it. It's very easy to see. I don't need any magnification, and I'm holding this far from my eyes right now, and I have no problem seeing where I'm going. So.
I meant to ask you about that because she imports that fabric from Greece or somewhere near Greece, and so it's a really nice. Is it a stiff fabric? Is it a soft fabric?
It's it's textured. It's not soft, but it's flimsy. I guess it's not like
Yeah, it
Ada
looks
cloth, which
drapey.
it's not like Ada has kind of that stiffness in it.
Yeah.
It's it's not got that. And I pulled, let's see if you can see it, not on that edge. I don't know. Can you see that edge here, right there?
Yeah.
I pulled a thread to do a hem stitch. I started pulling on it to see how that would work, and it pulled out beautifully. So I think it's gonna be nice to hand stitch a hem on it.
Because I see it in the kits. I've just never opened a kit, and it looks like it's really nice fabric to work with, but haven't actually worked with it. So, well, I mean, it must have some good qualities, or she wouldn't import it all the time.
Right, and I like it. I think some people who are used to like a fine linen wouldn't like it, but I like it because it's easy to see, and I'm just enjoying it. I'm not having any problems with it. So.
Easy to see, a lot to be said for that. And Jennifer, you're beading from dawn to dusk.
Yes, working on the beads.
Jennifer has trashed the stool idea.
I did. Yep, that's over. I was like, you know what? I am not liking this. I'm not enjoying stitching on it. It's going to take forever in a day. So I am going to sew. I have tons of quilting fabric, and I'm going to make the footstool cover out of quilting fabric. So I'm going to sew something together. I already have picked out what I'm going to do and everything. I've got the colors. It's all ready to go. So I might get on that this week.
All right. Meditative stitching a stool cover. No.
No, you know, if I could just tent stitch it, it would have been, I think, better. But since I had to cross stitch twice as long, and it just no.
Nope. If you hate it, you'll never do it. So
exactly. I mean, you know. So I have no problem just saying forget it with projects. None whatsoever.
Cut off.
Yep. I'm like, all right, that's not happening. Next. There are so many other things to stitch out there.
Is anybody stitching Christmas presents?
No.
For this Christmas?
No.
Not 5 years down the road, but
Not ever.
No, I did that last year. I did that Christmas countdown thing for my nephew, which was a quilting, stitching, needlework combination thing. But I don't think so. I don't have any plans to.
No, I know I'm too slow of a stitcher to make gifts for my family.
You've been really hitting the web spath. You've had nice Facebook posts on our guild page.
Oh, yeah. I've been posting my webs, and then someone said that they thought I was doing it every day, and that was the stitching I had gotten done. And I was like, no. These are pulling old whips out of the closet. No.
Oh, and Jennifer asked about the list we made a couple weeks ago of shows and movies to watch, and I will have that. I shouldn't say this because I'll forget again, but I hope to have that converted to a PDF and uploaded with a link by Wednesday night. I just simply forgot about it. I got busy doing other things and forgot. So it's not wasted. It'll get made available soon. By Wednesday, he said.
That's a good list.
Yep. So that will not get wasted. Oh, is Sharon Bruce still here? Sharon, you still here? Mark and I watch. Sharon's brother is the head. I think it's called the rector. Anyway, in Belfast, Ireland, the head priest at St. George's, and so I've been watching that their service. The choir is amazing. So I've been watching that not every Sunday, but as many Sundays as I can get up at 5 o'clock and stay awake and watch. But so this morning he talked about limited seating for their Christmas concert and Christmas events, and how people had to sign up. And I'm hoping that they're going to broadcast those events, the choir events, because if they are, it would be something. Especially, I know at our church, our music department is completely shut down because of the COVID thing. So it'll be a real opportunity. I want to make sure people know about when those are, if they're going to broadcast them, so you even catch them later on. You don't have to get up at 5 in the morning, but catch them later on, just because their choir is just really, really good. And old church, so that great big massive pipe organ, and the whole experience is just really special. So I can imagine what they do for Christmas is something to behold. So Sharon,
If they do, you should post a link.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to get to is I'll post a link.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Sharon, if Brian isn't going to make them available, push on him to make them to broadcast those concerts, because that choir is just special. It really is.
My anniversary piece, I haven't finished it yet. This last Monday, what was I working on this last Monday?
Those famous last words. I don't have that much to do.
My Monday hearts, my heart has wanted to work on other things. I made some mitts. I made a hat, knit a hat. I've worked on some other stuff, but so tomorrow's Monday. I'll work on it tomorrow. Yeah.
When's the anniversary?
The 23rd of December.
Oh, all kinds of time and not much to stitch. You'll be done in no time.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it done.
Uh-huh.
What was I doing this last Monday? I was working on something and I don't remember what.
Quilt.
What was I quilting?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Oh,
Yeah, on Facebook,
and I
you had your
did.
quilt.
Okay. So yeah. Oh yeah, I did. I finished because I hand sewed that quilt. That little with the fall stuff on it, the squirrels. I did that all by hand. I didn't sew that on a machine, so I finished hand piecing it, and then just yesterday I finished hand quilting it.
All right.
I finished hand quilting the table runner with the stars.
Look at you. I've got a suggestion for you. Why don't you put off the anniversary hearts thing till like the 19th or 20th?
19th or 20th of what, December?
Of December, because you don't have much to do anyway.
Oh.
So just put it off till then.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Get it done. I think I did do a few stitches on it, and then I got it into my head something else. I got distracted. Because you know how sometimes you're stitching and something pops in your head, and then you can't make it go away, so you have to stop whatever you're doing and go do the other thing?
Yeah. Squirrel.
Yeah, I have that problem a lot.
Squirrel.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, wait till the 19th.
No, I'll work on it tomorrow. But my dye, I was going to dye the fabric for those little chickens I'm doing, the Coop Almanac by Twin Peak Primitives.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted the fabric darker. So I looked on RIT. RIT Dye has this awesome PDF that has this list of how to make your own colors with all the different colors that you mix together and the proportions. But I went to the store to buy dye and they had no dye in any of the stores anywhere. So I had to order it online and it finally came in. So I'm also going to be playing with dyeing this week.
Dyeing fabric.
So,
yes. Yeah, just to be clear.
Yes, not dyeing myself. No.
Just to be clear.
No, I'm good. I'd like to stay alive.
I'm just trying to help you be clear here, Jennifer.
There's too many things to stitch for me to do the other kind. So
squirrel.
Sharon, I have that problem.
Sharon says, "I'll get it sorted for the U.S. fans." Thanks, Sharon. Yeah, we need to hear that choir.
Yes, thank you.
We need to hear that choir, Sharon. That is special stuff. It really is.
Yeah, that would be nice.
They sing so much of the liturgy. It's just, I just really enjoy listening to them.
Mm.
Makes such a beautiful service.
Uh, yeah. I hope your LW. I hope your husband does get the tetanus shot taken care of. It's if he's going to have to go in, he might as well go get the shot. And
Yeah.
that's pretty funny. I'm sorry.
Full metal, yep.
Mm. Yeah, I know I got one when my girly cat accidentally impaled me with her fang when I was clipping her nails one time. So, and it gets you get an infection from cats' mouths. So I had to go get antibiotics and I got a tetanus shot too. So that's why I didn't worry about it when I stapled my hand with the staple gun. So
I have a tetanus shot, so I'm just going to fire anything into my body.
I'm good.
Break out
All
the
right,
nail
so
gun. I have tetanus.
All right. Deb, they want to see your gold work up close.
Oh, here.
Okay, I will
Just a minute.
try this.
Okay, you're full screen now, Deb.
Okay. Well, first I'll show, see if you can see. I'll go back, get some light on it. This is the piece. It's hard to see, but it's Loving Couple from the Japanese Embroidery Center. So I'm doing this with a, I don't have my phone camera. It's just a camera on this computer, and I'll see.
What level is this?
Let's see. This is a 7.
Okay.
Can't see what we're seeing here, if we're seeing anything or not.
I see the top of your frame. There we go. A little bit more.
That better?
A little bit more. There, a little bit more. There, now we're seeing the gold work. Here, I'll zoom in.
Okay.
Now. Oops.
I'm doing the small feathers at the base of the neck. Is what I'm working on now.
Okay, you got to move it away from you more, or the camera toward you, or something.
Towards the piece?
No, horizontally. Right now, what's showing is the upper right corner of your frame, with your scissors and everything.
Okay.
A little bit more. There we go. Now we're starting to see where you're working. Yeah. There we go.
Is that better?
Now you got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to check into one of those I don't know if they call it Spideys or what it is, some kind of a little camera thing.
Now, where are you actually? Show where you're actually working here.
Like right here.
Right in there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing. Is right there.
And you're couching down gold thread then.
No, it's a staggered.
I love when I'm wrong. I
diagonal
just love when
stitch.
I'm wrong.
Good guess. Down here, the water, I'll be couching some silver on these dark lines at the base. So, and the male duck is all done.
He's just stinking beautiful. Zoom right in. Go in there close to him, would you? Man, that's beautiful.
Okay,
I know that is gorgeous.
I can't see what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
so.
well, his head's now going off the bottom, but that's all right. We're seeing his butt. It's just
gorgeous.
beautiful.
So
now, do you have that, like, do you have to have somebody approve each stage, or do you just go?
If you go down to the Japanese Embroidery Center and you want to be certified, or some people just want to go to the embroidery center, and yes, you take all your pieces with you, and then they look them over and kind of judge them.
Okay.
But they just want to see that you've made progress, because the beginning, a lot of the beginning techniques are, carry all the way through, and then there's more advanced ones like this is short stitch holding, which is on the his kind of side and such. There's a special technique to make it look like feathers.
Mm-hmm.
That was new in this piece. And then the next piece is fuzzy effect, and which is a totally different technique, and it is they're big peonies, big flowers.
Oh.
And be the next piece I start. And then I have one other, and then 10, phase 10 you pick like between two pieces, and then you take it in Atlanta. And they have successfully done some online. They've actually done a phase 10 class online, and you can see his piece. And matter of fact, now when you go down, you don't get up out of your seat. It used to be you got up out of your seat and you stood and looked over his shoulder while he was reverse frame stitching.
Uh-huh.
And now it is with the technology, he is using the camera over his work, and you can see the threads of the fabric. It's that fine of detail.
Uh-huh.
And so they're doing it that way. So
Yeah.
Anyway.
Even old, heavily traditional Japanese embroidery has to take advantage of technology these days. Yeah.
yes, yep. But we still, twist our own threads and
Yeah.
do all of that. But yeah, it's interesting. I love it.
It sure is a beautiful result.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
Oh, here I'll. Oh, Sharon, you doing Natalie Dupuy's class?
She's got homework.
Yeah. Well, that's serious stuff there. That class she's doing, history and everything. I really feel bad I just didn't have time, but it must be a good class, eh, Sharon? I mean, I would think, because I saw the outline for the course and everything ahead of time, and boy, it looked pretty darn thorough. Like when you come out of there, you're gonna know some things. Of course, she's a former teacher, so she knows how to put together a curriculum and a lesson plan and all those things. So, not to mention she has a little bit of talent.
Yeah, her work is beautiful.
Yeah, it sure is.
She's cracking the whip.
Oh, yeah, yeah. There's that teacher in her. Yeah. And I got to believe it's worth every minute and every penny.
Mhm.
Sharon, does that Teachable? I think it's Teachable, a platform that she uses. Is that user friendly, or is you finding that works really well for you with the class? I'm just asking for myself, not for Natalie. Yes, it's very good. I expect to keep. Yeah, Sharon. Yeah, no kidding. Makes you want to get right up in front and do it yourself, doesn't it?
Mhm.
It's easier.
I think Sharon had asked what thread I was using, and I use well, it's fake gold, but it's gold from the Japanese Embroidery Center. And for these feathers, it's the extra work you have to do. You actually take the core out of the center of the thread. There's like a thread that goes down the middle and the gold's wrapped around it, and we have to actually take that core out,
Oh,
and then we use it with half of flat silk in a gold color that complements it,
uh-huh.
and stitch with it in the needle. So
Oh,
I just saw that question pop up.
wow. Sharon's
'Cause
done.
yeah,
Go ahead.
the thread twisting and everything is all part of it. You know, that's the sometimes some pieces you have lots of work before you even put your thread and the thread in the needle and the needle to fabric.
Yeah, I was amazed when you were showing what you had to do just to prepare threads. Yeah, that's a
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot. Well, clearly Sharon is retired from teaching, so yeah. Got it. Message received, Sharon. We're good. Thanks. Okay. Oh, she did find that. Yeah, that Natalie did a lot of research on platforms for doing her classes, and that Teachable one, uh, she said looked pretty good, and I just wondered if it was paying off. Sounds like it is. It looked like it was real easy to use on both ends. Oh, it's 5 apps. Oh my. Oh, the time flies. Okay, well then let's wrap up here, folks. Wednesday night now, Patricia Sohn will be with us, talk about painted canvas, and even if you don't do painted canvas, I'm looking forward to it, and we all know that that's not something I line up to do, but just to see how, sorry, how she uses the stitches to, hang on. Just to see how she uses the stitches to make things come to the forefront and go to the background and create the different effects is useful stuff for any kind of stitching. So I'm really looking forward to learning from her. And so even if you don't do painted canvas, join us because there's things to learn there. No question about it. So join us 8 o'clock Wednesday night for that. And then our last meditative stitching with all technology working properly will be next Sunday. I'm going to test this thing till it falls apart.
Oh,
So we'll be back next Sunday for that. And then please remember, no show Wednesday before Thanksgiving, that Wednesday night. No show that Wednesday night a week from this Wednesday. So with that, thanks to everyone for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed having you and enjoyed doing it. And talk to you Wednesday, we hope.
Yep. Bye.
bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.